Hey y'all, so it been too much tea coming out. Y'all know I work Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. So I've been seeing all the tea throughout the week, but I have not had time to post and put together the video about it. So I'm doing it now. I'm gonna keep the explanation short because I feel like y'all seen most of the tea. I might throw in a few clips for those who haven't seen everything, but for the most part, I'm gonna just give my opinion on all of this Baddies Africa drama that's been going on for the past week or so. So I'm gonna break it down into about 3 or 4 videos. Hopefully that'll be about 10 minutes each. So this is the first video, and this one will focus on the Natalie versus Lemmy situation, Lemmy being exposed by Zeus co-founders, and Natalie versus the girls part 1, because Natalie versus the girls has multiple parts and it's been going on throughout the week. But it's basically Natalie versus Ahna, DTB, and Scotty. So as far as Natalie crashing out on Lemmy on live, she basically was exposing him, saying that he messes with Ahna and Scotty, also saying that she's not the one who be setting people up, but she always gets the blame for it. She's not the one who set Ivory up. She's not the one who told them to put Biggie on timeout, but she's always getting blamed for it. Now, I could see that being true because Lemmy is clearly very messy. Like, we could tell that as the viewers. And I think it's easy to make Natalie the fall guy because she's known for being fake and messy, like, over the years on TV. So we always gonna feel like, yeah, Natalie's a fake ass bitch because she always been a fake ass bitch. But maybe she's actually not the one setting shit up because he's the real producer. She's an EP, but she's also a cast member. And I feel like Natalie finds out everything last minute, low key. Lemmy is really running shit. Baddies is not like Jocelyn's Cabaret. It's been clear to us for a while that Jocelyn really runs Jocelyn's Cabaret. Lemmy goes with whatever Jocelyn says. But when it comes to Baddies, it's very clear that Natalie and Lemmy work together on every decision. And it seems to be the fact that Lemmy can override her because Scotty continues coming back. Rolly came back after putting her hands on Natalie. Diamond came back after putting her hands on Natalie. Tommy came back after putting her hands on Natalie and pulling out a pew-pew on the girls. So it's certain people that even if Natalie say, I don't want them back, if Lemmy wants them back, they come back. There was also a clip where Natalie was saying how she was being held hostage and she was like, I'm not the one no more. And you can hear Scotty in the background saying, no, you are that one. You are the one. You the CEO, right? So Scotty's piping up on Natalie. Overall, I am proud of Scotty. I feel like Natalie should have knew once Scotty started sleeping with Lemmy and she kind of became one of the main girls or the main girl, that you wasn't going to be able to keep doing her how you was doing her in the past. Natalie also said something in one of her posts about how she really wanted Biggie, Jayla, and Tasiki to stay, but the reason that they're not staying is because they're not sleeping with Lemmy. So now I'm going to insert some video clips of the live itself where Natalie and Lemmy were arguing, and then I'm going to also read a few tweets that came after that, or posts that came after that, where Natalie was just going off.
What you were saying? Excuse me, no, shut the fuck up talking to me, bro. Hey, who did I say was my security guard? Jew. Do too much, you lied. Tell the world that, tell him. Call your boyfriend. Call Louis. Don't touch me, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey, where's him? Look at him. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Yes, look at, here he goes. Look at this guy. Why you touching me? What did I say? What did I say? That's the weirdo right there. Wait until I tell the truth. Wait until I tell the truth about this nigga right here. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? You holding me hostage. I said let the driver go. Hostage. Hey, I asked you to get in the car and let him go. He just told everybody to get out. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. You guys hostage. Already, I got the real tea. Because I'm going to get paid either way. What'd he say? He told security not to protect me. I am live. Look at the plumbers whispering, doing weird shit like they always do. I don't care. I asked you guys to put my security in the car and let me go. Oh, come on. Hurry up, guys. Oh, my God, they're watching. Shut the fuck up. I said let me the fuck go. Y'all thought I was playing with you, but I told you I wasn't. Let's go. It's a wrap. You want to see whose show it is? Or is it Lemmy Plummer's show? It's a wrap. And I said what the fuck I said. And I'm not done talking. I'm not fucking done. Ashley, I'm not fucking done.
Natalie tried to say that Baddies Africa was canceled during her rant on live, but Lemmy quickly got online and said it's not canceled, once again proving that, girl, if you quit the show, it's clear that Lemmy is still willing to do the show and film a season without you. And I feel like if Natalie doesn't fly out to Africa or didn't fly out to Africa, he's just going to put somebody up there as that main girl. Scotty, Rolly, somebody. Diamond said Natalie is not safe no more. We not sparing her. She's getting in the paint all season or she can go home. And apparently the reason that Natalie was mad in the car and claiming that she was being held hostage, from what I'm gathering, they were bringing Natalie to a scene or a dinner scene. And I think she didn't realize that all of the girls were against her. So once she realized that Scotty, Ahna, DTB, etc. wanted to fight her, she didn't want to continue the scene or get out of the car. So that's why she was saying, let my driver get in the car and I'm ready to go. Like, we driving off. But you're not letting us drive off, so you holding me hostage. So Diamond was like, I told y'all I got bees crashing out on their own network. You thought no one was going to have my back. Think again, we taking over this shit and running this bee off her own shit. So they trying to run Natalie out this season. Like, it's really getting crazy. And I just don't know what's going to happen. Like, what do y'all think is going to happen? And what do y'all honestly want to happen? Do y'all honestly think Natalie will at some point be removed as that face of the show? Like, obviously, she'll still get her EP credit. She'll still get a check. But will she actually be forced behind the camera? And if she is forced behind the camera, who do you want to see? And who do you think will actually be the replacement? I know a lot of people would like to see DTB be the replacement, but I think it's more realistic because of the Zeus connections that it would be Scotty or Rolly. But apparently, at some point at that dinner, Ahna did get Natalie. She said that she fought Natalie. They had 2 rounds. And she said, oh, nothing, just waking up after terrorizing a bee. I had you swimming on your own show. Why you thought you was going to come to dinner and think Ish was sweet? I'm glad I came, though. Dinner was delicious. Natalie responded and said, only person that had me swimming is my kid, sweetie. You and your sister wife going to get dragged all season and not down to the clinic like you be doing every week. So again, exposing the shit out of this Ahna, Scotty, Lemmy thing, basically confirming all the tea that Stunner Girl spilled a while ago about them having to go to the clinic and Scotty having BV allegedly and all of that. So Natalie said, Lemmy can't get his hoes in check. Lemmy and the real baddies handle it because you think you're going to keep putting these randoms on my show, playing in my face, lying and editing things because you got to save face for your weirdos. Let's go. I got time today. And Ahna was like, if you don't want to croak in real life, keep it cute. You not a thug. Outside of this, it's people that'll really hurt you. They already robbed your house. They ain't take your luggage from the airport. Tell the people how they ran down on your crib and took everything. Don't make it another situation. And don't forget you gave that Addy out. I don't take threats or setups lightly. You might as well fire me because, baby, you think I'm going to Africa alone? Ha ha, you don't run shit. So Anna's letting it be known she don't take threats lightly. She got family that will be flying with her to Africa. And if shit pop off, she's saying her family is really like that. And Natalie is not. Natalie house got robbed. And Ahna is basically saying, if you try me outside the country, outside the continent, my family's going to be with me. And we going to fuck you up. It's going to go left. Fuck this TV shit. You can fire me. Like, it's going to get on some street shit.
Wait, y'all see how Natalie not calling me out? How I beat your ass and you want to fight Scotty? It's okay, Scotty. I got that bitch 2 times last night for you, 2 rounds. And we're going to do it again, Scotty. What you want to do? What you want to do? Tell my sister, wife, Natalie, go check on that babysitter at home. All them dicks you sucking in motherfucking Dubai while your babysitter at home. Jacob, leave that bitch. If he ain't already left you, y'all faking it for the gram.
I'm not gonna lie though, this season, I was from the shoulders. Shoulder. I didn't pull no hair. Shoulder. Y'all gonna be proud of me. Where am I dead? Knock, boom! Wait, why you laugh? This is the first time I said I never pull hair. Shut up.
So like I said, when I do the second or the third part of this, I will explain a little bit more of the Scotty, Natalie, DTB, Ahna drama. But for the most part, these 3 girls are definitely against Natalie. They're tired of her shit. And it makes sense. You know, Natalie's been trying DTB since Caribbean. You know, DTB wanted to fight Natalie at the Baddies Caribbean reunion. Natalie ran behind the couch and then DTB fought Tasiki and got her tooth knocked out. So it was like, okay, like, then you had her tooth and was posting it like it was funny. She got you at the Midwest reunion. You didn't want her to come back after that, but now she's back. And then you were saying how you was going to get diamond jumped and make Africa hell for her, but it's looking like it's the other way around. We already know Scotty was getting tired of your shit. You always was putting your hands on Scotty, treating her like shit. And eventually, especially when she was messing with the boy, she like, girl, I don't need you no more. And I found other girls on this franchise that I'm actually friends with, like Jayla, and who treat me a little bit better than you. And then as far as Ahna, I don't really think that her and Natalie were ever close. I just think Ahna has gotten to the point where she's like fed up with Natalie's fake shit and she don't really care about protecting herself for keeping the job no more. She like, you know, I'm going to speak up at this point. If I lose the job, I lose the job. But everybody's clearly tired of Natalie's shit. Biggie should have been a part of this group as well, but she's a dumbass bitch, so she's dick riding Natalie, and Natalie got you on baddie timeout. And then as far as the Natalie and Lemmy thing, literally a day after they crashed out on each other on live, they were posted up in the Louis store with Santana and Rolly, and clearly Lemmy was buying Natalie these 2 big duffel Louis bags as a hush gift or as a forgive me present, and Natalie clearly was willing to forgive.
You know the truth of biggies. Man, I'm sad ass house, shite them titties, man, I'm looking for the littest. Late bitches in the city, who gon' really get the littest? What the niggas at the strip? Shite them titties, man, I'm looking for the littest. Late bitches in the city, who gon' really get the littest? What the niggas at the strip? Break your back if you know the truth of shite them titties, man, I'm looking for the littest. Late bitches in the city, who gon' really get the littest? What the niggas at the strip? Break your
Are you, Natalie? What's going on? Are you held hostage?
In a little store.
And
Okay,
is
I
this
just want those bags, and then
this Louis?
Yeah.
This is who I was talking about. I said Louis.
So that's the Louis Vuitton I'm talking about.
So it's like, yeah, y'all could try to act like that never happened, but at the end of the day, we saw it, and the internet is forever. The clips are online. The whole live has been screen recorded, and it's online. So that crack is never going to be able to be fixed. So I do kind of feel like it's the beginning of the end for Zeus because so much was said in that live. They were exposing each other so bad. And like I said, once a crack like that happens in a glass, you can never fix it. You can try to tape it up as much as you want, but we still going to see that crack. And we still know that shit is not as peachy keen and y'all not as friendly and business partners and loving each other as y'all try to make it seem. And we can only imagine how often those type of arguments happen and nobody goes on live and nobody puts out a camera. Nobody decides to expose shit. So what kind of arguments do y'all be having on the regular? Do Natalie and Lemmy be arguing like this all the time? Do Natalie and Scotty be arguing like this all the time? Do Scotty and Lemmy be arguing like this all the time? Because people be saying Scotty always crying on the sets, allegedly. Okay, and then the other thing that's been going on that makes me feel like it's the beginning of the end for Zeus is the co-founders coming out and exposing Lemmy, basically saying that he's cut them out completely. He makes it seem like he's the only investor, founder, and creator of Zeus, basically acting like they don't exist when these three people are the people that came up with the name Zeus, put in money for the original network to get off the ground, and brought in a lot of the original influencers and creators that they had on their first shows. So The Storm dropped a 10-minute video. If you haven't seen it, you guys should look it up. It's about 10 minutes long and he really breaks down everything. I am going to include a few clips, but it won't be the whole 10 minutes. So if y'all want to hear everything, go to his page. It basically seems like Lemmy feels like what they did wasn't successful because they did admit, or The Storm did admit, that that first round of Zeus wasn't successful, but they put in money and eventually Zeus became successful. So they should still be getting their return back regardless, because like that's the ethical way to do it. If you're going to say, okay, I got on, these original people helped me out, but I just want to do it by myself, or I don't feel like the stuff they put in really is what made us profitable, then you could say, listen, I want to be the only investor and creator of the show, so I'm gonna buy y'all out, or the network, so I'm gonna buy y'all out. They still would be considered co-founders at the end of the day, but it was a way that he could have bought them out and they wouldn't be getting any money now, or they wouldn't be deserving, quote unquote, of any money now because they would have took the buyout. But according to The Storm, there was no buyout. They were never paid at all. Lemmy told them that he would pay them back once Zeus became more profitable. Then he cut them out, like I said, started acting like they didn't exist. But The Storm says that him, King Bach, and Amanda Cerny are all still receiving tax documents saying that they're making millions of dollars a year as Zeus, as founders and owners. And they're expected to pay taxes on this money that they never received. So that's really a problem, because that means Lemmy could go to jail for tax evasion, amongst all the other stuff that we've been hearing about him allegedly essaying people and everything else. So I do think that Zeus does have a time limit on it. Like, I don't think it'll be here for more than 10 years. But at this point, with everything coming out between Natalie and other cast members who are a little higher up on the totem pole coming out against Lemmy and having those little cracks, even if they try to act like they didn't happen, and then these people who were the original founders and investors saying Lemmy did them dirty, and then saying that they have a paper trail because they're still getting tax documents. And I'm damn sure not going to be paying no taxes on millions of dollars that I haven't received, because you know how much taxes that is?
So myself, Batch, and Amanda could have even equity across the board, and we all became co-founders.
I met with Daystorm, King Batch, and Amanda Cerny, who were pretty big influencers.
Yes.
And we ended up, I brought them on board.
Lemmy was supposed to be behind the scenes as the CEO, and the three of us were to be the face of the network, myself as the president. In the coming weeks, we started a group chat, and the founders came up with a new name for the social network. Some of the names was trash. Then one day I thought, wait, Nike was a Greek god. They were successful with their shoe and apparel line. Why don't we name ourselves after a Greek god? Let's be Zeus. So then Amanda's like, I had a dog named Zeus. Shoot, I like it.
Daystorm actually came up with the name Zeus. We were strategizing and talking about different names.
So then became the Zeus Network. So approaching the launch of Zeus, Lemmy calls me up crying, talking about the whole network about to go under because I ran out of money. I physically went into the office that entire summer and edited 4 series for Zeus. Then I put up $135,000 of my own money, paying for Bad Escorts, Caught Season 2, and 4 other creative series. Now, bear in mind, contractually, we weren't supposed to put up any money.
You know, part of what makes this whole platform special is, yes, you guys are partners and owners with me in this. And what you bring to the table, like you said, is relationships. People would not do this if it wasn't because of you and King Batch and Amanda.
Now, when you have a successful company like Zeus, you do something called partner payouts. Lemmy pays himself, but never pays his partners. To be totally transparent, we had a falling out because a good friend of ours, who is now a successful Latin artist and used to be Lemmy's assistant, told us that he sexually assaulted her. Till this day, myself, Batch, and Amanda, we receive K1 tax documents stating that we make millions of dollars from the Zeus network as partners. So we're paying taxes on money that we never received.
Also, the other owner, Amanda Cerny, was obviously getting some comments on her TikTok. Somebody said, you owning Zeus doesn't sit right with me. So she posted on on Twitter. And she said, not sure where all this is coming from all of a sudden, but yes, I am one of the handful of owners of Zeus Network, and no, my lifestyle does not reflect my significant equity, as I have not received any income from Zeus since coming up with the name for the platform in 2018 to date. Lemmy responded to Amanda and said, Amanda, stop lying to these people. You're a fraud. You buy your followers and likes. I am the creator, investor, founder, and CEO of Zeus. Thank ya. Very sassy. And Amanda responded to him, very nice, nasty, and sassy too. You are the co-founder with a heart. And then this is where you can find the Storm's full video. This is his page on Twitter if y'all want to see the full 10-minute video, but I think it's also floating around on TikTok as well. But Amanda shared it and said, this doesn't even scratch the surface. And the fact that they have all these voice notes of Lemmy saying stuff like that they're the partners and the owners and they have the tax documents, he's very delusional to think that this is not going to come crashing down on him at some point. It sounds like there's too much evidence out there already. You're not really cleaning your shit up properly. But like they said, he is settling a lot of lawsuits behind the scenes like Diddy used to do with his bad business practices and all his SA lawsuits and things like that. But eventually everything, karma will come. You know, he's going to get what he's owed. So that was part 1 of my Baddies Africa tea update. Natalie versus Lemmy. Lemmy getting exposed by the Zeus co-founders. And a little part of Natalie versus the girls, which we'll get into more when I do the next video. So I'm going to try to catch up on all of these Baddies Africa updates today. And let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. And I'll see y'all in a little while. Bye.